Hi friends, welcome to my channel. For those of you that are new here, my name is Caitlin. For those of you that are not new here, my face is happy that you are seeing it again. And today we are going to be discussing the Sigma Beauty Cinderella collection. So eyeshadow palette, brush set, lippies, cheek duo, the whole nine. So if that's something that you are interested in, then you should go ahead and keep on watching. So first things first, this collection has brushes. I think I have used a couple of these brushes already, so let me find them. Okay, so since this is a full collection, I'm going to try and show off every product in the collection because I did buy the full collection. So we have the palette, which does come with a dual-ended brush that I could slide out. So it does come with the dual-ended brush, and then that is what the inside of the palette looks like. So we're gonna make sure to use, obviously we're gonna use the palette and the brush, but anyway, then I believe it was a 5-piece brush set, but I also already put everything with my other brushes, so these were the ones I could find. I have used the 2 face brushes, but I'll show myself putting on my foundation with this brush and then blush with this brush, and then 3 more eyeshadow brushes. This is the blush and highlight duo, so we'll be using that, as well as the lipstick and lip gloss. So anyway, I have never used a Sigma eyeshadow palette before. I have used their brushes before, and I love their brushes. So other things to note, I do have the NARS Tinted Smudge Proof eyeshadow base on my eyes again. I have not purchased a new eyeshadow base yet. This eyeshadow base works well for like staying power, so like as far as creasing and things like that go, and I only noticed an issue with it like gripping to like some mattes, not all mattes. So anyway, it's like my second favorite eyeshadow base. It's just not my favorite, if that makes sense. So anyways, I also got my eyebrows waxed, so if they're red, that's why. Okay, so honestly, I really want to go, I don't know what I want to do. Part of me, this palette does have a lot of like basicness to it, so part of me really just wants to go like neutral with it, but then the other part of me is like, no, use the blues, especially because I have a blue shirt on. Like what if we did like the blues and the purples? Because I kind of like this fantasy shade. I don't know if you can tell. There's like a green sort of reflect to it. Yeah, I think we're gonna use a boatload of eyeshadows shades right now. So looking at these eyeshadow brushes, this is the skinnier of the crease brushes. So this is the dual-ended brush that comes with the palette. And we're gonna go in with this shade called Courtyard. And I am going to fluff that into like the inner half of my crease. I don't know why I said that like a question mark. Like you would have the answer to that. Okay. So this shade is a little bit deeper. I mean, okay. It is, what it is in the pan is representative of how it applies on the eye. I just felt like that wasn't going to be a true representation, and it was going to be lighter. So that has nothing to do with the shadow and entirely do with my own misconceptions. Okay, and then I'm taking this, it comes in the brush set, and I'm going in with the shade Kindness, which is the lighter purple shade. This is more of like, that first shade I used is more of like a green than a blue. So it might get a little muddy. I've always wanted to try Sigma's eyeshadows, like that, what was that? That pink and green palette they had. It was like the Enchanted palette or something. Oof, I wanted that palette so bad, but I had just bought the Lime Crime, like Venus XL2 palette, I feel like, when that palette had come out. And I was like, I don't need, you know, 2 pink and green palettes, and anyway, so I never got it, but I've wanted that palette for a while. And then I feel like they've come out with some other ones that I was like just kind of on the fence about. I wanted it, but not bad enough to make the leap, you know, and try out a new brand for the first time. This palette, I'm not usually like a Disney, like I like Disney, but I'm not like a Disney stan. But this palette, I was like, I loved this color story. So anyways, that's how they got me. Also, I don't know what's happening with this situation here. Like I said, I did get my eyebrows waxed today. I think my skin is not pleased with me trying to put makeup on. Normally if I wax my eyebrows, I don't do makeup that day to just kind of give my skin a break, but I am not following that rule today, so whatever, we're going for it. Okay, so now what I want to do is, I think I'm going to use this brush to do it. I'm going to go in with the shade Hopeful. That's the deeper blue shade, and I'm going to put this into the crease. And I'm trying to run it like you can, so that when my eye is open, you can see it like right above the natural crease in my lid. I'm trying to use a lot more shades than I normally do. I feel like my first impression looks, I always use like a couple of eyeshadow shades. But I'm trying to be better about using more so that you guys can actually see more of the palettes and I can give more thoughts on the palettes, if that makes sense. So I feel like that green and blue blended together pretty easily. So yeah, there's some thoughts right there. And I'm trying not to get this like too much into my inner corner. Okay, yeah, I think that looks nice. I also want to try, yeah, I'm going to use, this is the other side of the dual-ended brush, and we're going to go in with the shade Stroke of Midnight. It's the deeper, it's like more of like a plummy brown, or like, it's more of a plummy shade. I feel like it has some, it's not like a vibrant purple, if that makes sense. It's a very pretty shade, and I actually really like how this look is coming together so far. Now we go in with the bigger shape brush that we used with Kindness, and I just put like a little bit of Kindness on my brush, and I'm just very gently putting that purple to blend. Okay, picking up a little bit more, and then I'm going back in with that shade Courtyard on that other side of the dual-ended brush. I'm just building up Courtyard a little bit more. All right, I mean, so far so good. So I think I am going to cut my crease. Yes. So I'm going to use that same tinted smudge-proof eyeshadow base. I'm going to put some right there. And when I cut my crease, I like to look up. And then just, oh, this is a Sigma cut crease brush. This is an E62. And I just am using it to move that tinted eyeshadow base around so that we can have like a sharp line between those two blue, like the greenish, the green and blue shade. I feel like it's made more of a teal than a blue, but anyway, you get what I'm saying. Like that. I also apologize if you guys didn't get to see any of my cut crease on the other side. And if you can even see this one, I don't know. Now, we need to go in with the shimmers. Let me see. I definitely want to use Sweet Nightingale. Fantasy's kind of calling my name. And Bippity Boppity Boo. This is one that sort of has like that, like, it's like, I don't know how to describe it. I don't even know if you can see it. It's like definitely like a more like purpley brown shade. It's really pretty. Okay, I think I'm gonna try and use all three, but I do need to find a brush to do that with. And I could try and find a flat Sigma brush, but I don't know if I have one. I usually buy like the crease brushes from Sigma, like the more unique like shaped brushes from Sigma, because their brushes are more expensive than like Morphe, and I feel like a flat brush is a flat brush, you know what I mean? And it doesn't come, well, I mean, we could try it. We'll try and use this brush that came with the set of brushes for this collection. And it's an E55. It's the eye shading brush. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with Sweet Nightingale first. I did spray this with MAC Fix Plus because I spray all of my shimmers with MAC Fix Plus. And oh wow, that's a very, very pretty blue. I like that a lot. It's not like really sparkly, but it's like really metallic. I like that a lot. Okay, so I'm sprayed that same brush. I sprayed the other side of it, and I'm going in with Bippity Boppity Boo. That is a very pretty purple as well. This is more of like a sparkly metallic, whereas the other one was like a shiny metallic. So now I'm going back in with Sweet Nightingale on that same brush, and I'm just pulling a little bit more over to blend those two together a bit more. So I'm tapping it over where we just put some of Bippity Boppity Boo. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, I really like that. Okay, so this does have a black shade, so we're of course gonna do a winged liner with the black. And I'm gonna use just a normal eyebrow brush that I always use to do winged liner with shadow. I feel like I somehow got Ariel vibes from this look, despite this being the Cinderella palette. But I think, I know Disney collabs with everyone all the time, and so Disney collabs aren't like that new or exciting, but this collab I feel like is the best. I feel like this collab is the best princess, like Disney princess collab I've seen, and so I really want Sigma to like do some of the other princesses, or even like a Disney villain or something. Like, Sigma, please keep the Disney collabs coming, as long as you keep them as like fresh and exciting as this one was. Okay, so sorry, I just cut out of here because my dogs were barking at something, and I've been reading the book Horror Store. If you guys haven't heard of it, it's a book about like a haunted IKEA basically. And I got to all the like scary parts of the book today when I read it, so I'm reading it, and then now I'm home alone and my dogs are barking. I'm scared. So I also watched the show Midnight Mass, which is also creepy. So yeah, so anyways, I'm just a little bit of a scary cat, so I took my phone off and went to investigate, and now I'm back. But I also finished up the liner with the shadow on this eye, and then prepped my skin with my Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. And you guys are actually going to see me put on some foundation today because I want to show you this Sigma flat kabuki brush. This is a F80, but this is the one that comes with the Cinderella collection. God, I cannot speak. Okay, so this is my Pure Cosmetics Love Yourself Before in One foundation. Before you say anything, I know it doesn't match. It is like 1 to 2 shades too dark, and I just have not accepted that I am the lightest shade of every foundation that exists. I won't do it. So I buy like the second or third lightest shade. Anyways, here we are. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this in like swirling motions to buff that foundation in. And do feel that this brush does like absorb quite a bit of my foundation, so I feel like I end up having to use more than I normally would, or if I don't, I get like a slightly less coverage than I do with my other brushes that I typically use, which the other brushes I use, or the other brush that I normally use, is the Love is the Foundation It Cosmetics brush that they do, like a, I want to say it's like a breast cancer awareness brush, or, well, Love is the Foundation, I don't know, it's pink, and I feel like they come out with one every year. Mine's like a few years old, but that's the one that I like to use. So I feel like that's really good enough. And then, all right, so then I need to do concealer, basically everything except blush and highlight, and then I'll be right back. All right, so this isn't technically part of the collection, but I felt like showing it. I'm just gonna go in with some Hoola bronzer. I just wanted you guys to be able to see like where I was putting bronzer, so you could see what was bronzer versus what was the blush and highlighter. I don't know, maybe this is boring because it has nothing to do with this collection. I'm not even using a brush from the collection. I did, of course, also do like concealer and powder and all that off of camera, and my brows, I'm sure, as you can tell. And I like to put bronzer across my nose. I'm not like a blush across the nose person, but I like it to look like sun-kissed, you know? And that's what the sun looks like on my face if I, you know, I get tan across the nose. And I am trying to hurry this along because I believe my mom is dropping her dog off here soon and things will get crazy. So this is the F10 powder slash blush brush that did come in the collection. And I'm very sad to disturb that like beautiful imprint of Cinderella and Prince Charming, but we're going to do it. I mean, I didn't really make a dent in it. Okay. So yeah, let's just tap that blush on. Okay. I did say this earlier, I have used this brush once before, and it does deposit like way more blush than you're kind of expecting it to. So I am gonna blend that out a little bit because it's kind of a lot of blush. And this is just like a giant like powder brush that I have that I'm just using to blend all that together. There's a hair in my eye. So there is no highlighter brush that came with the collection, so I'm just going to use this melt brush that I have. And here's the highlight. This highlight is stunning. This imprint on the highlight is also stunning. That is a very pretty highlight. I am a fan of that. Okay, and then what I like to do with my highlighter is take a sponge and just kind of press it in so it sort of melts into the skin more and just looks like a glow from within versus like a highlight sitting on top of my skin. Okay, so now what I need to do is run some liner through this lower lash line. I'm just going to use this as a cake pencil liner in Trooper Black from KVD Beauty. And I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to actually put shimmers along the lower lash line. We'll see how this goes for me. So what I want to do is, well, a few things. So I have this inner corner brush from Sigma. This is the E46. I'm gonna go in with the shade One of a Kind. I haven't sprayed it or anything, but I just want, yeah. It's kind of like a silvery, but it has some purple to it. And then I'm actually gonna keep this brush to just run a little bit more shimmer along the lower lash line. I'm going in with the shade Fantasy. It's that other shimmery shade I wanted to use earlier, but I didn't feel like it matched what we were doing. So I'm just taking that like halfway. And then I'm gonna take the Stroke of Midnight shade on that same Sigma brush we used earlier. And I'm just gonna run this along the lower lash line. Same with over here. I'm gonna take my fluffy brush from earlier. I'm not gonna put any product on it. I'm just gonna soften that darker purpley shade we just put down. You know? You know what I'm saying? Okay. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the look. Let me put some brow gel up in here and get my lashes on. Oh, and the lipstick. Okay, let's do the lipstick first. Okay, so this is the Dreamy Liquid Lipstick. So this is part of the collection. And my lips are a little dry, but we're just gonna see how this is gonna go. Actually, really, I was kind of nervous because I feel like I can't do lipstick and talk at the same time, so let me finish this first. What I was going to say a minute ago was that I was nervous that both the blush and the lipstick would be a little too warm for the look that I was doing. But I actually think both look really nice, even with this purple blue, like kind of cool toned eyeshadow we've got going on. Okay, this is drying down really matte. I can feel it. Yeah, it's like, it's still tacky right now, but it's definitely like, I can feel it drying on my lips. This is the Magical Lip Gloss. And that is metallic. Okay. Ooh, I don't know if I love how these feel. My lips feel like there's, I don't know, like they just feel really tight with the lipstick, and the lip gloss didn't like add moisture really. I don't know, I'm gonna have to think on them while I put some lashes on. So this is the, nope, haven't sprayed my face yet. So this is the finished look. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Let me give you my thoughts. So let's start with these lips, the lipstick and lip gloss. As I've had them on now for like 2 minutes, my lips have gotten more used to them. It does feel a little bit tight, but it is a matte liquid lipstick. So it's not like, initially it wasn't a great sensation, but now that it's been on, my lips are kind of used to it. The lip gloss isn't like, it's kind of sticky, but it's not like super like ooey gooey, you know? So far I'm a fan of those two, but I definitely think with lipstick and lip gloss, you gotta like wear them for a while to really get a good feel for them. Next up, looking at the blush and highlight duo, I'm a big fan. I really like this blush and highlight. I'm probably gonna end up using this more frequently than anything else in this collection. So I really like the blush and the highlight. 2 thumbs up from me. The brush set, I like Sigma's brushes. So if you like Sigma's brushes, it's their same quality of brushes, just with like a pretty blue handle. So, you know, I'll leave that to you. I really liked them. Then last but not least, the palette. So we used, oh, you know what? I can squeeze in one more shade. Hold on. This is just a random BH Cosmetics brush, but I'm gonna take the shade Wishful, and we're gonna do a brow bone highlight real fast. Oh, wow, okay. We're doing a very shiny brow bone highlight moment. So, now I have used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 out of 14 shades. Oh, that's pretty darn impressive if I do say so myself. I really like these shadows. I didn't really have any issues. I know if you look at my eyes, it looks textured and patchy here. I promise it's not like the shadow itself isn't patchy. My skin is super textured because it's super irritated from getting my eyebrows waxed. This happens every time, but if that makes you nervous, then go ahead. I purchased this palette myself. Sigma is not paying me to try and sell this to you. I just want you to know that, like, this isn't the shadow's fault. This is my skin's fault. But overall, I thought, like, those two blue shades blended into each other easily. The two purples did as well. I think the shimmer actually looks nice on the lower lash line. Like, I really enjoyed this palette. I have nothing bad to say about this collection. I'm actually, like, really impressed. I liked it a lot. So anyways, that's all that I have. So let me know your thoughts down below if you picked up this collection, if you didn't but you were planning to or want to. I'm curious. If you haven't already, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and you know, subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. And other than that, I will see you guys next time. Bye.